says we still have 2 minutes, but.
It takes live stream a moment to get up.
Oh, okay.
All right, we're live.
Woohoo. We'll get started in just a few seconds here. It's like watching water boil. Just want to be respectful of all the people who set their watches for 8:30 and join us right now.
Right on time.
Good morning, Fair Oaks, and welcome to the FOVEC monthly live village update. We have been bringing you this update for over 2 years now, and we're very happy to bring it to you the last Wednesday of every month, letting you know what's going on in the village and what kind of updates we can expect. I am Nan Danford, and I'm the president of FOVEC. We also have Mike Aho, who is the managing director of the Fair Oaks Recreation and Park District, and Keith Walter, who is manning the controls behind the scenes, as well as Ian from the Fair Oaks Recreation and Park District. He is managing the Facebook Live feed and also kind of keeping control on the audience. We have a really full schedule today with Mike giving us updates about the Park District. I'm interviewing one of our merchants here in the village. We will have chamber updates from Mary Howard, the president of the chamber, and there are a ton of stuff going on in the village that we'll cover as well. So let's not waste any time. And Mike, please get us started.
Well, thank you, Nan. And I'm out here at the construction site at Village Plaza Park, and I'm actually looking from the village side. I'm looking at the building, and those two doors you see right there, those are the new bathrooms for this part of the park. We've never had bathrooms on this part of the park, so it's exciting to get those bathrooms. We're going to kind of have a bathroom day today, so I'm going to show you a couple other bathrooms that we've got going in. And if you look real carefully there to the left of the bathroom doors, you'll see a window there, and that is unique because you are now seeing glass and framed in glass, as well as the door jambs on the bathrooms. And we're going to walk around here to the front of the building because it's starting to take a little bit of the aesthetic shape of the building, not just the mechanical shape. And you can see it's kind of a choppy walkthrough here, but I'll get through it. And actually, while I'm talking about that, I just want to kind of point out all the dirt that we've got out here. The early phases of this project, and even to right now, we move a lot of dirt, and you're moving it for grading purposes. You're moving it for elevations around the buildings. You're moving it to dig for the utilities, any of those variety of things like that. So it seems like we dig a lot of holes and move a lot of dirt in this project. But anyway, there's the front windows with the frame, some of the framing. It does not have the aesthetics to get yet around it, but you can kind of get a feel for what's going to happen. We're going to step into the building and kind of go through some of this stuff. We've done this before. We are actually in the lobby here. So I'm going to step through because they are working right now in the lobby. And then this is the stage area. And there's been some concerns about, is the stage open? Is it an amphitheater? And the answer is yes, it is. It's an amphitheater. So the door is open to the public or for public viewing. So the audience is sitting out there and I'm on the stage as if I were a performer. And then when this door does close, it is a black box theater. So it's available for all year round use. So anyway, a lot going on in here. Interesting, there's some decorative beams. Kind of can see them up there. That'll be some of the things that'll show in this project as we go forward. But anyway, I'm not going to spend a lot of time inside the building because I really wanted to show you some of the things that's happening outside the building here. I'm walking through the loading area right now. As you can tell, they're busy doing the electrical and the heating and cooling system right now. So a ton of folks working on that stuff. And I am walking over to Park Avenue, and Park Avenue is right here on the left side of the fence. And Park Avenue and the park have had a unique relationship. It never felt like much of a park when you came on Park Avenue. It kind of felt like an alley behind the park. So our intent is to really make the park all the way around the park and not ignore Park Avenue, but to make it attractive and make it usable. Now we have some constraints with sight because it's a little narrow, especially right here. You can see how narrow it is, the park. But I'm walking on the pathway that'll circumvent the park. And so this pathway will create that traffic flow that we're looking for. And on that traffic flow or the pathway, we're gonna have little bump outs that'll get us to different places in the park. We've got some additional parking coming up right here on my left. That'll be in place before we open. But it's got a ways to go. Anyway, this pathway will go all the way around the park, which is a great addition for the users of the park. And like, for an example, if you were I was eating dinner in town and then you wanted to walk afterwards and do that. And as I mentioned, the different splits, right here's a split for the pathway, one going off here to the right, and then it snakes around and goes up high here to what's called the Rotary Arbor. And this goes along in this grade for the ADA compliance. So it's a little longer than of a pathway because of that grade change that we have. And for an example, on some of the grade changes, like right here, we'll have stairs going up, or you can walk around on the grade as well. But I wanted to show the other bathroom that came in, and as I'm still continuing to walk on the pathway, and here's that walkway that'll cut over to the bathroom. There's the new bathrooms in the park. If you can see the roof line, I'll kind of snake over that way. It's starting to match up with the rest of it. There's the arts and crafts building roof, and there's the roof on the bathroom. So we're starting to see some aesthetics coming out of the project, which is really nice. But anyway, that's about it for my update. I'm going to continue walking on this path. Maybe I will see something exciting I can talk about. Otherwise, I will turn it back over to Nan.
Thank you so much, Mike. That was great information. Next time, I'd love to see where that stage on Plaza Park is going to go.
Yeah.
So I think right now we're going to do just a little bit of a change up. My interviewee isn't quite here yet. So let's go to Mary. If you're ready, you want to let us know what's going on with the chamber.
All righty. Thanks for including me today in the chamber. First up, starting tomorrow, I think is our official launch date for our honorary mayor campaign for this year. We have 3 wonderful candidates on board. We announced the candidates earlier this month, and our first one is Josh Hall, and Josh is the current executive director for the Orangevale Fair Oaks Community Foundation, and he is going to be raising money for the foundation, maybe an emphasis for the food bank on that one. Katie Yount with State Farm Insurance. I've been after her for a couple of years to do this, and I'm glad she finally is throwing her hat in the ring. She's going to be raising money for the Fair Oaks Rotary, specifically for their community grant program. And then Jen Rodriguez, who is our current honorary mayor, is she just had so much fun last year. She's going to do it again. And this year she's with Skinned and Lash, which is right there in the village. And this year she's going to be raising money for the Stars and Stripes Dog Rescue, which is a new chamber member. We have now about 3 dog rescues as part of the chamber and stuff. So this is getting kind of exciting. So tomorrow is the official startup date for the fundraising. So be prepared. There'll be a lot of fundraising activities happening this summer. This will go until about the end of September, and then we will have the announcement, I believe October 11th, but early October, we will have the honorary mayor reception at Northridge Country Club. So stay tuned for a lot of fun activities and a busy summer with the honorary mayor race. And then tomorrow is Thursday, in conjunction with the Park District, we have the Food Truck Mania and Classic Car Show, which happens the first Thursday of the month at Fair Oaks Park from 5 to 8 p.m. Coming up June 14th, there in the village at the Restful Roost, Heather Ford is putting on, we call it Fun at 5 for the chamber, but she's calling it a nappy hour. because the Restful Roost specializes in bedding and stuff. So that's June 14th over at the Restful Roost. I think she's on Park Avenue there. And that is, well, that starts at 5 o'clock. So it goes from like 5 to 7. Our monthly luncheon is coming up June 22nd. We don't have a location yet. Normally our luncheons are the third Thursday, but we pushed it back to the fourth Thursday this month. And I don't remember the reason, but it will be on June 22nd. And then June 29th, we start with our first series of the summer, our concerts in the park. And this is held June 29th, July 27th, and August 24th at Fair Oaks Park. This month, it's Tom Rigney and the Flambeaus. They'll be playing. It's a free event. A lot of people are familiar with this. As the same as last year, we are now allowing you to bring in food and beverages into the concert area, into the fenced-in area, just no glass, no bottles or anything. And I do believe they're going to have a food truck there this year. So you will have some food options as well. So that's pretty much what's going to be happening in June. So it's going to be a busy month and the start of a busy summer for the Chamber and for Fair Oaks community.
It certainly sounds like it. Thanks so much, Mary. Yeah, things are definitely heating up in the village. Well, Rose has arrived, Rose Erickson. She is my interviewee today. So she's just putting some finishing touches on getting her store ready. And Rose, are you ready for us to start our interview? Yeah. Okay. All right. So let me go. I'm going to turn my camera around if I can find it somewhere. Oh, there we are. I'll turn it around real quick just to show you where I'm at. So here I am at French in the Village. It's right next to William Charles Salon. And here's Rose. And now we'll go inside and check it out and talk some more. So thanks again, Rose, for joining us this morning. You have been a long time resident here of Fair Oaks, and I know you've been president of the Chamber and all those other things. So tell me a little bit about French in the Village and how you came to be here.
Okay, well, I used to, a long time ago, I was a high school administrator. And once I retired, and while I was still a high school administrator, I owned the Mothole consignment store.
Yep.
And it was, I owned that for like 17 years. And it just became a little too much having employees and all that. So I sold it to Lauren, and she's done a fabulous job with it. And so for 6 months, I didn't do anything. I was extremely bored because I'm a social person, and I really missed having a business. And Charles called me up one day and said, I have a great place that would be a boutique for you. The landlord's great, which he is. Mike O'Neill, he's wonderful. And why don't you take a look at it? So my husband and I came over here, and he said, as long as you just don't sell clothes, because there's no money in clothes, really. He said, we can, let's go for it. And we both like to go to France, and we both like French antiques. So it became our hobby. And as the market evolved and French antiques weren't as popular, I went back into clothing, but not so much typical clothing. It was one of a kind manufactured clothing samples that I could sell below wholesale. So most of my clothing is $20 or less.
Oh, wow.
And it's one of a kind.
That's awesome.
Yes, and it fits various sizes. Most people think samples are like, twos, and they're not. I have all different sizes. And so I have a little two-story.
Let's look around a little bit.
Myself.
Oh.
And like the French do, when I go on vacation, I close the store and come back with new items. Some of these things are I found on my trips to Europe.
Oh.
They're one of a kind. They fit everybody. I mean, they're one size.
So is that linen or what's the fabric?
Yes,
Very
it's
cool.
linen, and it's one size.
Cool.
Very affordable. This actually is what kept me alive during COVID, because of the one size, and these pants over here, they're called the magic pants because they fit pretty much everybody.
Oh, they're super cute
Yeah,
too.
and they're really comfortable, and they're $20.
Oh my
So,
goodness, that's amazing.
Yeah, so
So you have more stuff upstairs
Oh,
then?
yeah, we can go upstairs.
Well, let's look around here a little bit. So so a lot of this stuff you've gotten on your trips to France and stuff?
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
And then some of it has been consigned by people who either are French or have inherited French antiques. And so I do limited consignment on French. It has to be French items. So and I have a lot of gift items. That's important.
Yeah, it
in
looks
the
like a
village.
really nice variety. That's awesome. Well, let's run upstairs real quickly and then people can come in and see you
Yeah.
and
And I'm starting to have guest vendors. So in a couple of weeks around Bastille Day, I'm going to have
oh, wow.
two awesome jewelry people that one makes silver and turquoise and just beautiful jewelry, and the other one's a beading expert. And I actually found them at a pop-up at Rollingwood when I did Rollingwood. And so
So that'll be like a show or
it'll
an
be
open
out
house.
front. It'll be
Okay.
out
Uh-huh.
front for everybody to come look at. And I am available for if I've had shopping parties here with champagne and
Oh,
cheese.
fun.
So yeah, so this is all the
Wow, quite a lot of variety and
yeah,
unique
there's
items.
no rhyme or reason people go, where do I, it's just, it is what it is.
And it looks like there's something for everyone for
There
sure.
is.
Awesome.
Definitely is, yes.
Well, Rose, I want to thank you so much for taking the time to join us this morning and
Thank you.
be part of the Live Village update.
Yes, thank you.
We aim to bring information about what's going on in the village and you being such an important part of it. Hope people come to see you.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right. So now let's move on to our village updates, which, like Mary said, there's a lot going on in the village in June and with the chamber and with everyone in the village. So the first thing that's going on is today is actually an art reception at Shangri-La. That is from 4 to 8 p.m. They have 4 local artists that will be showcasing their art today there. So if you can make it down there, that would be awesome. And that's one of 4 events that Shangri-La has going on this month. The next thing that's happening, and I'm going in chronological order of what's happening on what day. So Wedding and Roses, that's this June 3rd, which is Saturday. That's from 11 to 12, and that is at the Fair Oaks Historical Society. And their building is right next to Sunflower, between Sunflower and EJ. So stop in there. They've got amazing photos of historical things in Fair Oaks, and Wedding and Roses is sure to be another great event that they're putting on. And then the big event that you certainly don't want to miss is our FOVEC's 5th Annual Village Benefit BBQ. That is our largest fundraiser of the year. It is June 3rd from 5 to 9 p.m. This year we are hosting it, the Village Co-working is hosting it, and that is the house on top of the hill across from the O Cafe. It's affectionately known as the Tudors or the Withrow House, or, it's a historical house here in the village, and it's got some great grounds that we can use. And our barbecue, as always, is going to feature delicious home cooked food. David Hill, the barbecue pro, will be preparing the barbecued beef brisket and pulled pork. We'll also have barbecued chicken that my husband is preparing. All the members of, well, not all of them, but many of the members of FOVEC prepare foods, and it's just going to be delicious. The baked beans, the salads, the appetizers, it's wonderful. And of course, we'll have drinks, refreshments, both adult and non-adult beverages. And we will be featuring Charles Miller's famous margaritas as well. And we have some exciting raffle prizes too. We have thousands of dollars. The village all has come together and donated so many things. The silent auction will feature 3 baskets that have hundreds of dollars of items in it from the village, and also a week at a Maui condo. So that is the crown jewel prize. So you definitely want to come just to get a chance to win that, to bid on that. That will be a silent auction item. Our live
Nan?
music this year, yes.
Nan, would you like to just share with folks parking and access? Because many people may not be familiar with this location.
Yes. So I think on our website or maybe Instagram or YouTube, we have a video. I was up there yesterday. So the access to this, if you come from Fair Oaks Boulevard, it's a hill going up to get to the Withrow House or the Tudors. But if you go around the back where those office condos are at the corner of Bridge and Fair Oaks Boulevard, behind that is a parking lot that once you get to the top of it in your car and park, it's completely level getting to the venue. It's across the grass and it's a lovely place. So it's really easy to access where we'll be having the barbecue from the parking lot there at the Village condos, office condos. And as I was mentioning, our music this year is from a band called Playback the Hits. They do the last 4 decades of hits. And so they'll be entertaining us and there'll be time to dance if you'd like. And it'll be really good music. And of course, it's always fun to come out and see your old friends and make new friends at the barbecue. Then to continue on. So if you haven't got your tickets already, please get them. There aren't that many left. And we'd love to see you join us at this really, really fun event. Then on Sunday, the monthly car show that FOVEC puts on will be happening on June 4th, and that's from 8 to 10:30 a.m. And of course, the FOVEC board meeting is this coming Wednesday at 5 p.m. And that's at the old Fair Oaks Library on Temescal. And that is open to the public. So everyone is welcome to come and join us and find out what we're working on to improve the village. Then Shangri-La, another event they're having is on June 15th. They're having a mini night market. And if you've been to those night markets at Shangri-La, they're super fun. And there's really, really great vendors there with amazing products that you can buy. That's June 15th from 5 to 9. And then Fair Oaks Village Enhancement Committee's Vibes in the Village, which is the monthly free music that we put on in the village. This June 21st, it will be at the Coffee House and Deli. And that will be another great event. The deli will be open and they will be providing food for us as well as drinks. And there's plenty of seating and tables there. I do want to mention that the deli is now also doing open mic night on the second Tuesdays of the month. So watch out for that as well. Then Shangri-La is having their 4-year anniversary party on June 21st. And that will be 10% off all items. Can you believe it's been 4 years already? That's amazing. What can happen in our amazing village? A funeral home turned into a world-class restaurant. And then as always, Wild Runners has their community run every Saturday at 8 a.m. and starting at the Wild Runners store, and their Unity run. And that's every Thursday at 6 p.m. So be sure and go get some exercise and hang out with them. The biker bar is having they're introducing Magnum e-bikes and they're doing a promo with that all throughout June. They'll be getting the bikes in the first week or so of June, and they will be offering all kinds of specials. And those are e-bikes, the ones where you don't have to use all your energy to pedal. You get the battery to help you with that. And then Rewind Trading, that's our secondhand clothing store here in the village. They also do new items. They are now buying for summer. So shorts or tank tops, go through your closet, and anything that you haven't worn or used in the last year, definitely you need to go take it to Carrie and see if it's something she could have. And Keith, I'm going to turn it over to you so you can talk about membership and sponsors. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Nan. So FOVEC, for those of you who don't know, stands for Fair Oaks Village Enhancement Committee. And we've been around for, I guess, about 15 years now. And it's an all-volunteer organization, and its mission is simple. It's to make the Fair Oaks Village the best place that it can be. And we do that through events like Vibes in the Village and the barbecue. We do that working in conjunction with the Chamber and the Park District and others to try and address parking and some of the infrastructure, such as sidewalks and road improvements that need to be made. And we do it by working with the local merchants to help ensure that they're successful and publicizing the village so that more people discover it. And we're able to do that because of your support through things like attending our fundraisers, donating items, and through your membership. And membership is only $24 a year. And we would encourage you to go to our website and sign up today if you're not already a member. And just as importantly, to attend our meetings and become more active in the community. And with that, Nan, I'll turn it back to you. Oops.
Oh, thank you so much, Keith. One thing I forgot to mention about the barbecue is if you don't want to buy a ticket online, they are available to get a paper ticket. You can go to EJ's Little People here in the village or the Stockman Club. They both have paper tickets for our barbecue coming up. And then we always are so grateful to our sponsors that help provide money and stuff for us to continue to bring things to the village and to pursue the projects that we're working on, parking, all kinds of stuff. So gold sponsors, Fair Oaks Co-working, which is also the venue for our barbecue. And during the barbecue, they'll be showcasing what they have to offer there as their co-working space. So that's another reason to come to the barbecue. And Nan Danford Properties, those are gold sponsors, which is our highest level of sponsorship. And then we have several bronze sponsors as well. Quick Stop Market, that's Gary's mini quick stop up around the corner across from the apartments. He is so generous, not only in providing us with monetary value, but he supplies us with wine and beer and soft drinks for many of our events that we do throughout the year. Sherry Lovis with Lion Real Estate is also a bronze sponsor, and she is in charge of our raffle prizes at this year's barbecue and does just an amazing job. Isaiah Mobile Detailing is another bronze sponsor, and they come to you and clean your car, detail your car, whatever. So check them out. You can go to our website and get more information. And then one more bronze sponsor that we don't have listed here is Lyra Boutique. They're the new European women's clothing store that opened in the village where the Village Mercantile was, and Simpler Time was before that, between Stockman and Skinned and Lashed. They have an amazing array of European clothes and beautiful stuff, and we appreciate their support as well. So thank you so much to our sponsors, and we look forward to having more people join the sponsorship and seeing you all at the barbecue. So that pretty much wraps up our live update for this year. Be sure to join us at the barbecue if you can. It'll be fun. And also, you are so welcome to come to our board meeting on the first Wednesday of the month at 5 o'clock at the old Fair Oaks Library. We'd love for you to get involved. So that's all I have for now. Anything you want to add, Keith?
No, just great job as always. Mike, thank you for the walkthrough. Mary, thank you for updating us on the chamber. And we
And
look
Rose,
forward to
thank you
seeing you
for
all.
opening your store this morning. We will see you next week or next month.
Hopefully we'll
or
see you
Saturday.
on Saturday.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Not really.